Miyamoto Musashi is remembered as one of the greatest samurai to ever live, a master swordsman undefeated in over 60 duels. After narrowly escaping death in the Battle of Sekigahara, Musashi became a ronin, a masterless warrior, dedicating his life to the way of the sword. Yet his legacy goes far beyond martial skill. He was also a philosopher, an artist, and a devout Buddhist. Before he passed, Musashi left behind his famous 21 precepts, timeless principles that continued to inspire anyone seeking a life of purpose and unwavering focus. Almost all these precepts revolve around one central idea: concentration. The ability to center one's attention and effort on a single purpose was the very heart of Musashi's life, what he simply called the way. His teachings reveal a path shaped by restraint, discipline, sacrifice, and a deliberate detachment from fleeting pleasures. These virtues were cultivated especially during his long periods of solitude, sharpening his mind into an unbreakable focus. Musashi's life was a continuous cycle of dedication, a journey of self-mastery and refinement, where distractions from the outside world were shed in favor of inner clarity. Today, as we explore the second part of his 21 precepts, we illuminate 7 more guiding principles to help us live a life anchored in discipline and centered attention. 1. Never let yourself be saddened by separation. Separation is an inevitable part of life, whether it's a temporary farewell caused by travel or a permanent one through death. Many of us cling tightly to what we love or possess, feeling deep sorrow when it is taken away. This sorrow arises from attachment, the mistaken belief that what we cherish truly belongs to us or defines us. Buddhism teaches that this sense of ownership is an illusion. We do not possess anything, not even our own bodies. Musashi, both a Ronin and a Buddhist, deeply understood this truth. He recognized that attachment clouds the mind and burdens the heart. His path required him to remain focused and detached, knowing that clinging to people or things only breeds suffering. Instead of mourning losses, he embraced the impermanence of all things, including life itself. As a warrior, he was intimately familiar with death, not just his own, but that of others. His way was to face this reality with calm composure, never bitterness, because grief only slows us down. 2. Do not harbor resentment or complaints, whether about yourself or others. It's easy to fall into the habit of criticizing the world or nursing grudges against those who disappoint us. Often, this is a reflection of our frustration with life's unpredictability. For Musashi, time wasted on anger or complaint was time stolen from personal growth. He believed focusing on external grievances distracts us from inner development. The world is imperfect, filled with people we cannot control, some unjust, selfish, or ungrateful. Life is often unfair, distributing health, fortune, and beauty unevenly, but resenting this imbalance is futile. Musashi encouraged turning the gaze inward, live with discipline and acceptance. This doesn't mean condoning injustice, but recognizing that we cannot mold the world perfectly to our liking. Instead of resentment, cultivate patience with others and hold yourself to the highest standards. 3. Do not be guided by feelings of lust or love. Previously, we touched on the difference between selfless love, agape, and selfish desire, eros. Here, Musashi warns against being led by eros, love driven by lust and longing. Modern culture often romanticizes this passion, raising it to the highest ideal. But Musashi, grounded in Buddhist mindfulness, saw the dangers of passion-led impulses. Romantic love, while beautiful, can cloud judgment, break focus, and lead to destructive choices. His advice is not to reject love, but to approach it with mindfulness and balance. Retain clarity of thought and commitment to your path, rather than being swept away by emotions. 4. Have no preferences in all things. Preferences can be subtle traps. When we cling to certain outcomes or conditions, our happiness becomes dependent on external factors. If things go our way, we feel pleased. If not, frustration or disappointment arise. This dependence weakens our resilience and steals peace. Musashi, who faced countless unpredictable challenges, knew favoring outcomes disrupts focus. To cultivate an unshakable mind, he taught letting go of strong preferences. Instead of resisting what happens, accept and adapt. Find strength and clarity in every circumstance. This detachment preserves focus, ensuring steadiness no matter the result. Be indifferent to your place of residence. As a wandering ronin, Musashi lived in many places, from castles to caves, but he never let his surroundings dictate his state of mind. Today, many tie identity and happiness to their homes or material possessions. While caring for our environment is natural, excessive attachment to a place can breed anxiety and dissatisfaction. We might constantly seek change or feel restless with what we have. Musashi's insight reminds us that true contentment comes from within. Wherever we live, cultivating inner peace and focus lets us carry contentment with us. Letting go of controlling our surroundings frees us to focus on what truly matters. 6. Do not pursue the taste of good food. Indulgence in food is a common distraction. Many spend great effort seeking exquisite meals, savoring flavors, and overindulging. Musashi cautioned against this. Though not explicitly stated, we can infer from his philosophy that he valued simplicity and discipline. Ancient Stoics shared this view, promoting simple, nourishing diets fostering gratitude and self-control. When we fixate on taste, we risk gluttony, harming body and mind. Overindulgence dulls appreciation and fuels craving for ever more extreme pleasures while neglecting essentials. Musashi invites us to approach food with mindfulness and moderation. This nourishes not only the body, but also discipline and focus. 7. Do not cling to possessions you no longer need. Musashi practiced minimalism long before it was named. As a ronin, he carried only what was essential for survival and practice. Excess possessions would weigh him down, hindering movement and focus. We tend to accumulate things, mistaking them for security or happiness. But material abundance often brings anxiety, fear of loss, and distraction. True freedom comes from letting go. By releasing attachments to unnecessary belongings, we lighten our load, physically and mentally. This fosters liberation and sharpens focus on what truly matters: mastery, purpose, and inner peace. When we simplify our lives, we create room for mastery and genuine fulfillment. And remember, what we often search for in the world outside is already within us. If you feel called to continue your journey of self-discovery and inner growth, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and give this video a like. Together, we'll explore the timeless wisdom passed down by teachers like Musashi and find the strength that's always been ours